What up, folks? Welcome back to Vlogzilla Toys, and welcome to Vlogzilla. This is Vlogzilla number 4, and I'm hoping this Vlogzilla is tiny bit shorter than my last couple, which have gone on way too long. 30 minutes is way too much for something like this. 15-20 minutes, maybe, we'll see. The first one was 15 minutes, and that sounds more comfortable to me. So, a few things to talk about. First thing I'd like to talk about is right after my last Vlogzilla, my editing software, which, I use the very, easy to use iMovie. Again, I'm kind of like still learning the ropes of the whole, YouTube thing, and iMovie is very easy, very simple to use. For whatever reason, iMovie decided to stop working on me while I was putting together the NECA and SH Monster Arts double review that I did. So that was a little bit unfortunate. I don't know what the heck happened, really. I kind of have an idea of what happened. Supposedly, like, too many segments in a video causes trouble for iMovie, and then you have to do a bunch of things to try to get it to work again, but so far nothing has worked. And you know what, I'm kind of glad, because I feel like my videos this week have looked better. iMovie compresses it in a way for, like if you set it up with the exact specs that YouTube needs, iMovie compresses it in a way that I didn't really realize how, what a difference it made in video quality. But seeing the 3 reviews I put up this week, it's a big difference. My reviews look so much better, and all I did was just film the review, if it has a couple of segments, put it together in QuickTime and just uploaded it. That's it. No editing, no major editing, nothing. No title, no thank you, but I thank you anyway every time. I thank you in the description. And the title, do you really need a title right now? At one point, definitely, I'm going to get better editing software. I do want, a nice title. I want to create something cool with some, original music. So, I do want to do that stuff. I think right now, my focus should be just providing some really awesome reviews, as best of my ability to review something and give you guys that. Everything else can come later. Let me build a reputation based on actual video content, without the bells and whistles. I tried with the iMovie, I tried with a little extra, and it didn't look as good as it could look. So another thing I realized now, as you can see, this video looks a little better than my last couple of Vlogzillas that were messed up due to the cracked screen on my camera. It's still a cracked screen, but I have a little bit of a workaround, so I think it looks a little tad better. I used it for the Cube Octopus review, and I think that looked okay, so I'm doing it again here. So, this is something I need to fix, but it's probably going to be an after Christmas thing to fix for myself. So, I thought this would, the reviews I did this week look pretty cool, right? So, the NECA and SH Monster Arts Godzilla one, and the Imaginext T-Rex was fun, and the Cube Octopus I thought was very cool as well. Because of what happened, they got started a little later in the week, so, it took me a while to, figure out what to do, after the whole iMovie, debacle. So, it is what it is. Yesterday, we recorded the latest edition of Repack Podcast, just to move away from that and move forward. I thought it was a really good recording. On it, I reviewed this guy, Robin from DC Collectibles animated line. It's a really nice little figure. So I reviewed that, and I was supposed to review Striker Manus, the third party from Make Toys or Make Toys, whatever you want to call it. Um, it's an Optimus Prime. So I was a little late with getting my stuff ready, and I was taking the pics for the review, like, as we started the review, and I just couldn't get past, like, a certain point in transformation. Here he is. Not even partially transformed, but there was a couple things I just couldn't figure out on my own, and, like, looking at directions, in a rush was not the best. So hopefully this guy, I will, I said I was going to review it on Repacked. I want to review it because Andy, like, did a little review of the sample one that they had at TFCon, and I want to do a production one to follow up. So that's going to be on Repack this week for sure. I should have some time to transform him properly and get the rest of my picks taken in his place, because I had to think of something real quick that I could take really quick picks. Was this guy. This is the Hot Toys Artist Mic Ultron Prime Century. Neat little figure, so I was able to, like, bust this guy out of the package real quick, and, like, it's just a really simple figure to do. So I did that. So 2 little figures on Repack from me this week. Not bad, that'll be out later this week. So pay attention to my Ultrazilla Toys page. I will provide the link once that is edited and up. But it was a fun episode, lots of cool reviews on it. So as far as, like, toys coming out, and things that I've been, like, buying, I did make a pair of purchases this week that, will be hopefully coming in this week. We'll see. There were 2 things that, like, I've been, like, really, I really want, but I wasn't sure if I was gonna, like, pull the trigger quite yet, and then I got to thinking about it, and one of them might really sell out. It's an exclusive, a Bandai exclusive, so I just pulled the trigger on that one. And the other one, kind of, I've been thinking about getting them at the same time, so I did. So hopefully they'll be in this week. I don't want to reveal what they are just quite yet. My whole week video for next week, I think, is gonna be those 2 things if they come in, and one other thing. I will be shipping my Big Bad Toy Store pile of loot this week. But that usually, I do the Super Saver shipping, so that's probably going to be the following week, which will be, like, right as Christmas comes along, will be my Big Bad Toy Store pile. Or if I do get it, maybe I'll wait and do, like, a Christmas haul the week. So I might do that, actually. Looking at the dates, where are we? There, yeah. I might wait on my pile of loot. Can I wait that long to open up a big box like that? I don't know. We'll see. Like, or maybe I'll do a special. Maybe I'll do a haul the week special, like, right after that one, for any Christmas items. And I also want to do, I don't know if it's going to be with that or separately, but I'm going to do an Ultrazilla Jr. one as well with all his stuff, because I have a feeling he's going to get a lot of cool stuff. And I think that'll be fun to show, So, yeah, that'll be interesting, for sure. One thing of interest that I saw today, Bolt Matrix reviewer extraordinaire on YouTube, like, he was able to get, like, the Playmates Black Lion from the Combiner Legendary Voltron that's coming out in January. Apparently it was on the shelf at his local TRU, which wasn't supposed to be there, and the manager sold it to him anyway. So I got his review up today, and it looks really cool. It looks really awesome. I'm really impressed with that. So I'm jealous. I really want that. And I can't wait to get mine. But it made me look around for, like, the pre-orders, and pre-orders for all of those are up on Amazon now. So that's a little slightly cheaper than BBTS. So you decide where you want to get yours. TRU did not have the combiner up yet for pre-order, but they did have the 14-inch lights and sounds super articulated one that doesn't come apart. So that's got like 26 points of articulation apparently. So, and lights and sounds. So by the time you see this, the sale might be over. Even though I'm putting this up right away. There was a like additional 15. There was like a 15% off site-wide sale on TRU this weekend. So that one, really didn't. It was, I think with tax, I think it came out to $37. So kind of excited to get that. It's supposedly coming out 12/21. Why Playmates didn't get all of this stuff in before Christmas, I don't know. I don't know the reason for that. It's all supposed to be January, at least for the combiner stuff. So I don't know. Like, I think that's a bit of a mistake. No. So I think Voltron's a popular property, and to get it in for Christmas, I would have been cash, right? January is such an odd month when it comes to like buying stuff because everybody's like recovering from Christmas. It is what it is. I'm definitely looking forward to that stuff. That black line looked really good. I'm really impressed with Playmates here. That's cool looking stuff. It looked like from Bolt Matrix video, the quality looks better than Bandai of America stuff. So, very, very interested in that. Very interested. And I'll be interested to see how the non-combining one turns out. So, let's see. I think that's it for stuff I wanted to, like, really discuss. And it wasn't too much. It was mostly, stuff that happened during the week and whatnot. So I got a review, and I'll be right back with it. So stick around. Alright, so it's like no time between being right back, but I had to actually go get the figure because I forgot to grab it before I started talking. So my little bonus review of the week is of this guy. This is the Toynami Vinyl Dairugger 15, or Fleet Dairugger 15. Also known as Vehicle Voltron here in the States. So I got this a little while back, not that long ago, a couple months now I guess, but maybe a few months, I don't know. End of summer. So I got him on a nice little eBay deal, brand new. And unfortunately, it was brand new. The guy never opened the package, but I guess he was a smoker and didn't say so. Package, the plastic was all yellowed, and I tossed it, and he doesn't smell anymore. I got rid of the smell, but he, it didn't take the vinyl smelled a little bit, so I had to air him out. Me personally, for airing things out, I like to first give him a wash. And then, then I'll put it in a really drafty area. So I have a storm door in my basement, in the back of my basement, and there's a good little draft right there. So that's where I like to keep my figures right before, to do this. And it really works. It always does. No smell at all. So here he is. Take a look. Take a look at his head sculpt. Really nice. This is a really nice figure. I'm really glad I was able to get it. Not enough Dairugger out there, So he's really cool. So this doesn't, come apart or anything. It's just a vinyl figure, but it's pretty solid. You hear that? It's some parts are that soft vinyl, but other parts of a more a harder plastic, I feel. It could be all vinyl, but for some reason it doesn't completely feel like it. So the sculpt is pretty nice on this. I really like it. Like, it looks like the character. You know, he's sculpted in a nice stance here. Very cool. I like the proportions. You know, I love how his arms come out like this. Looks really good. You know, it's nice design. Paint wise, he's pretty decent. Like, there's some like imperfections on the top here of this, you know, like the jet that forms his head, but it's not terrible. Otherwise, the paint throughout is done pretty well. Kind of perfect on my copy. I don't know if, like, not perfect, but like nothing glaring, you know, like maybe a little bit off and a spot or two. But looks pretty nice. You know? Not a lot of nice hints. They didn't skimp. I mean, you know what? They skimped on the back. Nothing going on the back, really. There's that one line back here. It's pretty plain. But otherwise, this is a nice like display piece because they're really like covered in like paint all over. This is paint, silver, yellows, blues. They really did a good job with the paint, I think, on this one. It is really cool. And this one is a little articulated, so his head moves not much, but you know, a little bit. Oh. Wow. And as I moved it, I guess the glue came loose on the two wings on here. It's not, I wouldn't say it's broken because they're glued in already. So, wow, look at that. There's something to be careful on. I turned his head. I guess my hand went over it. One piece dropped on the floor. I see it, so it's not lost. Little glue will take care of that, but something to be careful with if you get this. That's really like loose, you know, not glued in so hard. Good times. His shoulders are, you know, on a swivel here, and he also has some swivel in his elbow here, which is very cool on both sides. And his wrists are as well. How about that? He's got waist swivel. He's got some swivel up on, you know, at the top of his thighs, on his knees. Very little on the knees. Very little. It doesn't go too far. It's because it's square, so it's really it shouldn't even do anything. And his feet move. So that's pretty decent for a vinyl figure, I would say, right? Pretty good articulation. Overall, I really like this figure. I think it's awesome. You know, I'm a little bummed that just happened. But it's not so bad. Again, like, it was glued in, so it's like, it's not like it broke. It just, the glue, this is not a new figure, you know, so like, the glue probably just was coming loose anyway, and by me turning it, I just popped them off. Not a big deal. Got plenty of super glue to pop that back in, and so very cool. I really like this. It's not cheap anymore, so you really gotta look for a good deal. I got a good deal on it, so I pulled the trigger. And with all the Voltron going on this year, you know, like, yeah, I wanted this guy too. Like, I really wanted more representation. All I have is like the cheapy KO one, which is nice actually. Cheapy KO small one, same size pretty much as this guy. So I mean, comparing him to some other figures, here he is next to Raphael from Figuarts, and the Red Ranger from the Legacy figures, and these figures are tall, so you know, like, oh, here's a good comparison. Next to the Megazord, he's still taller. Pretty awesome. So that's pretty cool. Like, I think it's a good size, and you know, he stands well. There he is. I'll just stand him over here for the rest of the show. But you know what? I think that's enough on the review. He's cool. I really like him. Yeah, so it's a nice figure to have, especially since I talked about some Voltron earlier. Just you know, I wasn't gonna talk about Voltron. Besides this I knew I was gonna review, so it was nice that I was able to talk some Voltron as well, in like as a news item before I reviewed him. Pretty cool. So anyway, this week on Ultrazilla Toys here, you're gonna see reviews for the Perfect Effect Robot V2, which is Robot Man from Microman. That's filmed, ready to go. Right after that, you'll see the Sentinel Mega Man or Rockman. That's, you know, I have 3 reviews completely filmed, ready to go to start the week, so that's really good. And then the last one I have is the Mega Charizard X. So from that little evolution set from Tomy, that is filmed, ready to go. So that'll be the 3rd one. And then I'm debating what the last. I wanted to really try to get 5 reviews up this week. That would be really sweet. So I'm debating what to do right now. I've had some people ask for Optimus Primal. I still haven't opened up that box. But thinking about that one, might be a little tough. We will see. You know, like, I really would love to do stuff that's open already, you know, like, because just to get them reviewed and, you know, put on my shelf. This guy that I just showed, very big possibility. So we will see. We will see. I mean, for those Optimus Prime fans, like, this guy's definitely coming up. The Voyager sized, you know, MP10, KO MP10 from Kuben Bao. So this one's coming up real soon. It might be this week. I gotta see how the time goes in the next few days. Time is a big issue with Transformers. Oh, you know what I want to do? Titans Return Bumblebee. Definitely, I think that might be one of the ones this week. So, the more simple Transformers might be easier right now. So we'll see. You know, stay tuned to the channel. We'll see where we go towards the end of the week. Could be a bunch of different things. So, well, you know, till then, you know, have a great rest of your evening, and you know, hope your work week starts out real well tomorrow. You know, check out my Facebook page, Ultrazilla Toys, and you know, give that a like. I always have a lot of picks, box art picks, regular picks, and lots of different news bits from around the web. So a lot of fun, like, little items. And if you could like, comment, or subscribe here, that would be super appreciated. And until next time, peace out, peeps.